win today. Dio, talk to me. Merino from nowhere with a brace, looking like Prime R9. I'm saying that to wind up rivals, but he delivers when nobody expected him to. Talk to me.
Honestly, like, this is what I've said all season. Mikel Arteta, you have no excuses. You have no excuses for me this season. I don't care. You laid your bed, you will lie in it. You've chosen these players. You did not buy players, so it's on you. Find a way to win. Get me 3 points and let's move on. That's all I've asked for. Anything else anybody wants to say, I don't care. Look, I can't complain about us not getting a striker. The window is closed. We're not getting a striker till the summer. We don't have an option. We have to wait till the summer. That's the rule. It's the way it works. If you want to bring somebody from the academy, if you want to petition the FA to beg them to allow you play 14, 13-year-olds, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do whatever you need to do to get 3 points. Mikel Arteta today, kudos to you. I would never have seen Mikel Merino in the 9th position as a striker. I would never have, like, in my wildest dreams, I would never have seen it. But we don't know what they do in training. I'm not there, at their training pitch, so I don't see what they work on day in, day out. So maybe there's stuff they've worked on day in, day out that they feel like, you know what, hey, we can throw this in the game and this might work for us. All I'm asking for is game by game, make sure you win. That's all I need from you. Today, he's showed me that he's able to adapt. I see everybody, crapping on Sterling, we don't have anybody up there. Sterling would not be playing if Martinelli was fit. Sterling would not be playing if Saka was fit. Sterling would not be playing if Gabriel Jesus was fit. Sadly, we don't have any one of those players. Now, I'm not saying that they are the best players in the world, but those are the players that we have. And if they're not available, we have to play who we have. Turning around in the 70th minute to make that sub, bringing in Merino, I was just like, I don't know what you're doing, but the brace, we found a way to win. We found a way to win. I was celebrating 1-0 to the Arsenal, my 5-year-old here. That's all we're singing. Till the second goal went in, and I was like, it's 2-0, Mikel Merino. Just leave it at 1-0 and let's move on. Give me 3 points and I'm not even trying to. I wasn't even hoping for it. Honestly, I was like, you got lucky. You scored the first one as a striker. You're not a striker. Let's just take this 1-0, defend, and let's move on to the next game. But he's found a way to win. He's found a way to manage the crisis that he's created by himself and the club has created for themselves. So yeah, if they've created the crisis and they're managing it, that's all I'm asking for. Manage it properly. Make sure you win every game, so that at the end of the season, I don't have a reason to say, but I told you we needed a striker. Today, I looked at the stats, and Arsenal is the second highest scoring team in the league. And we complain about the striker, but we're the second highest scoring team in the entire league. Like, it's madness to me. So it's like, which is
we do share the goals around, though, is what I would say.
I know, I get that, but the
defenders, midfielders, and
but that's the point, though. That's how we play, and it's like our fans don't see that. That's how we play. They want a striker that can give 30, 40 goals like Mo Salah. Not every team is going to have a Mo Salah. Not every team is going to have an Erling Haaland. So we found a way to play our own style of football where we share the goals around. It is what it is. And that's the scary part about the part that people should worry about with Arsenal. You don't know who is going to score. On the set piece, you're worried about Gabriel. You're worried about Timber. On the open play goal, you're worried about Ethan Nwaneri. You're worried about Mikel Merino today. Like, I bet you Leicester players are like, Mikel Merino, we don't need to mark him. He's a defensive midfielder. What are we doing here? Like, I bet you on the pitch. I played yesterday. The team we normally play yesterday, they played a girl. They played co-ed, and they brought a girl in to play striker, and I was playing fullback. I was like, you know what? I don't need to mark her until she turned me around and scored a goal. I was pissed because I was like, this one, I'm telling you, she turned me. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick a foot in. I was like, I'll just stick a foot in. She turned me. By the time I realized it, my keeper was gone. Boom, it was a goal. I was livid. I was livid with myself. And I'm sure that's how it was today for them. They're like, Mikel Merino, forget it. What's he going to do? But yeah, Arteta found a way. He found a way to win this game. It's on to the next. He needs to find another method with the next team on how we're going to play, who we're going to put in, whether it is wear the players down with Raheem Sterling, even though he's not doing anything, wear them down, tire them out, and then bring in somebody who can do the job, or whether it's play Mikel Merino from the very beginning, wear them out, and then maybe Raheem Sterling might have some joy playing against tired legs. You never know what works. He just has to find a way. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy about the win, and I'm happy about the fact that we found a way today to win without some of our best players on the pitch. So yeah, it's a good day.
I agree with that. I know, Matt, you've got to shoot in a minute, so I'm going to go to you next. You did find a way to win today. One of the standout players, though, was young Ethan Nwaneri on that right-hand side. He was brilliant all game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was pretty much our only bright spark in terms of, going forward. And, we just need to give him the ball more. And we did that in the second half, and he hit the post, 2-3 times? He's very clinical in how he shoots the ball, and I don't think Sterling has that. I don't think Trossard has that, and I do think he might have to carry us. Him and Merino might have to genuinely carry us for the next month, because I just don't see Sterling doing what he's doing. And I actually kind of feel bad for Sterling.
What if we score? What if we score 10 more set piece goals in the next 4 games?
Bro,
per game.
Score 10 more set piece goals. I don't care.
No,
Genuinely, just get the win at this point. Just get the wins. Just get the goals.
I understand that. Ethan stood out as well, and Lewis Skelly, I thought as well. So I mean, that clearance, Matt, at the back post, just because that maybe if that goes in, maybe you don't win. Both them young players are brilliant today.
Genuinely, if that goes in, Partey has been absolutely embarrassed in that game. He gave a very, very, very sloppy pass away. And yeah, an incredible clearance from Miles Lewis-Skelly to sort of save our bacon there.
I mean, that was Partey's first mistake in that game. Let's be honest about it. I mean, and players will make mistakes. It could have been a costly mistake, but
I didn't think he was particularly great in that game anyway. Like
he wasn't. I don't think he was needed, Matt. I don't think he was needed. Joe Cole said this. I'm not going to steal it off of him. I think you needed someone like a Jorginho who's better on the ball. I actually think that would be my criticism today of Arteta. Is I think you were too narrow for large parts of the game, and I just don't think you needed 2 destroyers and players that were great at winning the ball back in the middle. I think Jorginho could have coped with that today. He's better on the ball, especially as Partey had the ball a lot near the edge of the box. And do you really trust him to thread the ball and find the ball you need someone who's more subtle in it. So I get your point, but I don't think today was a game for Thomas Partey's strengths to shine through. I think Jorginho should have started for me, but I hear you on that. But look, you got the 2 goals. What's your confidence levels like now when you think ahead of, say, the West Ham game?
I am feeling a bit more confident because I wasn't too sure on Sterling on the left and Trossard up front. I just kind of knew that Sterling wasn't really going to show up. But with Merino now scoring 2 goals in 5 minutes in that striker role, I kind of think he has to start. He has to start in that striker role because Nwaneri was crossing balls in the first half. No one was getting onto it. I think Rice was the only one who, made contact on a header. But that was basically it. So I think if Nwaneri keeps putting those crosses in, I do think Merino will score a few goals. So I kind of think he has to start, in that number 9 role pretty much going forward. The game.
I hear you, mate. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, like, I hear the excitement, but I don't think we start him every game as a number 9. I think that any good system should look at the next team and say, all right, cool. The next team we're going to play, if they're a team that we can take advantage of, then maybe bring him in, a little bit at 60 minutes or whatever it is and try to get a win. But play with what you have as regards to wearing them down. Because honestly, I don't think we factor this in as fans. Allow a player to play for 60 minutes and then bring in fresh legs and see what happens. I played yesterday, bro. Once fresh legs came in, it was tiring to chase anybody else, like literally. So like it's
100%. I get you, and I think
I feel like you have to factor all of this into it. It's like we can depend on Ethan, we can depend on our set pieces, we can depend on Mikel Merino. We can find ways to just get a win because right now we're in a situation where we know that we don't have our best players till like the end of April.
Yeah.
Some of our best-
100%. And we need to rotate the players like Manif and Wanyeri because he's still 17. He cannot start every single possible game from now to the end of the season. It's just not going to happen.
There's a 17-year-old in Barcelona that starts every single game. Like, let's not.
No, I get that, but he's played from 16.
I'm not playing
from.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to baby him. If you're good enough and you made it to the first team, I bet you this kid.
I don't think short term. I don't think short term planning for the next 2 or 3 months is the problem. It's playing him consistently from 16, 17 to these 23, 24 is wrong. But short term, I think it'll be okay. Saad, from your point of view, I know you've been very, very frustrated, but that must have been a nice remedy, a nice ointment for the frustration you felt recently.
Listen, man. Both Mikel's cooked today, man. That's all I can say, bro. Both Mikel's cooked. Mikel Arteta and Mikel Merino, mate. You know what I mean? I was laughing. I was like you. I was laughing, man. Laughing my ass off. Who we putting up top? Mikel Merino, bro. I don't even know if this guy can make runs. I don't even know if this guy can get shots on target. Yeah, we've seen him score a couple headers, bro. But do you know what I mean? Or a couple goals. But I didn't think that he had it like that, bro. But the thing is, I have to say that is a savior for us right there. And of course, looking forward, we're still in a shit situation because the fact that we're having to depend on a midfielder to be up top is a shit situation in itself. But when you look at the runs that Mikel Merino was making, these are striker runs that he's making, bro. These are not like these are runs that you get from a seasoned striker. And I was saying this on my watch along. Ethan Wanyeri is crazy. This kid can shoot with his left, can shoot with his right, has amazing ball control. On the ball, he's sublime. And I think he's just another Saka, bro. Honestly.